You know, okay, tell me if you do that. Do you ever do a grenade if the date is like you don't care anymore?
Oh yeah.
I did a very fun one earlier this year. I was out with a lady and I just was like, I don't like any of this. And she brought up Louis C.K. and she's like, I know he did some bad stuff, but I still like him. And I was like, was it even really that bad? Just see how it went. And she kind of let me sit in it for a little bit, and it felt amazing.
It's so nice to pull the pin and go, dive on that one, babe.
Yeah, well, if you asked, it's not that bad.
That's when the dates get fun, when you're like, all right, I'm about to get buck wild now. See how far I can take this rodeo.
Just bring up Israel. Fuck it. Who gives a shit?
Ladies and gentlemen, maybe it's just me, but I think we are back with another motherfucking episode of the Practical Advice for Weird Little Guys Being Cool. Too long of a title podcast. I'm your host, Tucker Brookshire, and folks, not to brag, but I am 4 weeks pornography free. They said it couldn't be done, but I continue to dominate this little life. Speaking of porn free, we are joined by an amazing guest today. I have no idea if you're porn free, but we're joined by an amazing guest today. One of my favorite comedians and all-time pals. So fucking funny. Clap your hands in the studio audience, everybody, for Adam Gilbert.
Hey, porno free. I didn't know this.
I just made that up.
You made it up, so you're now porno free?
No,
you still
I
being
am.
A
I
pig?
wasn't sure if you were.
Oh, no, you are porn free then.
I'm off of pornography. I am of the mind now that pornography is a sin and we should no longer engage with it.
What do you count as porn?
Well, certainly not Instagram stories, because I'm cranking my meat to those on a daily.
you just, they're there.
You don't need
That's
porn.
the thing.
There's a chick in a bikini that you grew up with that you can totally
that you grew up with. I don't know about. I feel like there's a certain cutoff of like, oh, I knew this person when we were babies. I couldn't do that.
Oh,
but
boy.
if I met you when I was 20, oh.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, me either. I had this chick who was my neighbor. I mean, I don't want to say this out loud, but I'll bleep it out. I won't bleep it out. I'll leave it in. I grew up with this chick, and she put up a bikini photo a couple days ago, and I just couldn't help it. Look, folks. Here's what was a big problem for me.
Yeah.
The Instagram to porn pipeline, where I would like go onto Instagram, I'd see the most beautiful woman to ever walk the face of the earth, and then I'm in the middle of my day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I'm all so fucking horned up and I have to go beat my little meat. And then that turns into a crippling porn addiction that I was certainly in the depths of for a few months there, but we're absolutely back.
No kidding. Oh my gosh. I've got like, I like the memories. You like that's how I like to really just.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, it's so much nicer. A no porn nut is so much nicer. When you're just doing it from the noggin, it's so much. You feel like a human being again.
Yeah, and you feel like at the end you're like, oh yeah, I've been with a lady.
Yeah, you're like, wait, that was a real memory.
That was a real. I made my own porn in my head, dude, and I was huge in it.
Yeah, every time I play back a memory from like some sexual encounter, it's make no mistake, it's always me going absolutely ham.
Oh, it's edited for sure. It's like the memory. It's like, oh wow, Adam, you're amazing. I'm like, yeah, I was. I was huge too.
Dude, I was talking about this in the last episode. Do you feel this way at all? I feel like my dick does not have the hang that it used to.
The hang?
Like I used to have a nice hang to my hog and my sack. No, not to be vulgar here, folks, but it's...
No, we're gonna get vulgar. This is why I wanted to come on. We're gonna talk.
My hang is I don't have that heftiness to me that
What do you mean hefty?
Like like when your
your dick's gotten more hollow.
It's like your dick feels like almost like there might be like a little like a weighted balloon
like
to
a cork-board penis. What do you mean hang? Like hard or soft?
Soft, like
soft.
Like you pull out your soft hog and you're like, damn, this thing's a little heavy right now. Do you know what I mean?
I haven't noticed any difference in my soft guy, but I've definitely noticed I'm getting older and like I take Prozac. So occasionally there's times where I'm like, this is not a real boner. This is a chub for sure.
Wait, talk to me about Prozac. That's what is that for? That's depression, right?
Yeah, I mean it's just like chemical, like depression. And I would say it like every once in a blue moon, you just will not bust, or you'll have a boner that you're like, that should be disqualified.
Man, I am not on Prozac, and I already got those problems. I can't. Interesting. How is Prozac? I've always considered antidepressants, but I'm afraid of them, to be quite honest.
Any kind of rules, but consult with your doctor. Don't consult with me. That'd be weird.
No, of course. What was the big difference when you took it?
I just felt better over time. But you do. I did have to like lower my dose immediately because you can't bust if it's a certain amount.
Yeah. Well, now the listeners knows, but I can't bust. Period.
You can't bust. Okay, we talked about this years ago at the Annoyance. I remember to this day.
I mean, I bust probably like 10% of sexual encounters. 10. Yeah.
I'm at about 70, but the 10 is.
Oh, that's not bad. That makes me feel nice. You got a nice gap in there.
Oh, total. I had to say it the other night. I was like, it's not you. It's me.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, it feels kind of good to get to do that as the guy.
Boy, does it. I got to say it every time.
It's not you. It's me. 10%.
You know what I have to do a lot of time before we start? I got to go, all right, I do like the classic, like, what are you into? What are you not? They go, blah, blah, blah. And then I go, here's the thing about me.
Yeah.
I ain't coming, babe.
Yeah.
So let me know when you're done. And then I'll go ahead and close the shop.
It'd be like 2017 or 18. We were just drinking at Annoyance. And you're just like, brother, I'm not coming. I'm eating them out and I'm calling an Uber home. And in Chicago, Ubers are $7. So you probably did it a lot.
Oh, it's a lifelong issue, brother. That's so funny. You forget about time until someone calls you on it. Yeah, it's been an issue my whole life. Well, I have sort of an interesting problem where since I don't come, I just be clapping for a long time,
I hate it.
I'm into that. I could just go for hours. I could literally fuck for 5 hours.
If I'm not busting, do you get a little like just like, all right.
No, I'm so horny. Yeah. Well, you gotta imagine I'm not busting. So I'm so horned up the whole time. I'm just like, let's keep going, and then they're like, leave me alone. I
wonder if that's not correlated. If when I don't bust, it's like just the Prozac being like, all right, you're not really that horny. And for you, it's like something darker.
Oh, it's dark. It's so, well, you know what it is? So I had a sex therapist for many years. We really got to the bottom of it. So when I was like, I grew up very religious. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, I remember that.
I grew up very religious, and like when I was in like middle school and shit, and I would be grinding on girls, I would like, when you're back in the day, you'd be grinding, you'd get like a boner, you'd be like, oh hell yeah. Well, I would be like, oh my god, no boners, because I thought it was evil and sinful. So I was like riding this line of like trying to enjoy myself without sinning against God, and like that moment, is just like ballooned throughout my entire life to like almost all pleasure-seeking activities.
Your faith like taught you to edge.
Yeah,
that is bananas.
I was joking in a fucking middle school gymnasium.
Do you have like a moment? This conversation is always kind of boring, but I think sometimes it can be interesting. Do you have a moment when you were a kid that you were like, "Oh yeah, this is all bullshit"?
Oh yeah, man.
Like, what do you think it was for you?
Well, mine was definitely like religion and realizing people just lie and make things up.
What happened to snap you out of it? Because for me, I grew up really religious. We had like we went to a mega church.
Oh.
And I just remember one day, I don't really remember what it was. I think it was just over time being like, oh, this is fucking stupid. Yeah. But I didn't know if you had like one moment that you remember.
Well, I was always, my family grew up like Southern Baptists, and we were very like, we were knee deep, but by the end we were in this.
You were balls deep.
We were balls deep in Jesus. Make absolutely no mistake. But by the end, we were one of like 5 families going to this gymnasium with this preacher who was like this hip, new, unique preacher guy, and it was like me and like 30 people and my family with like 30 other people in this gym. This guy now is Justin Bieber's pastor, and he's like the most famous pastor in America. So like I really came up with like that like I guess like new wave Christianity or whatever, and I just remember thinking like this seems like a scheme.
Yeah.
But I could never say it. And then one day my dad just exploded in the car, and he was like, this guy's a fucking liar, I can tell.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know we could think that way.
Yeah. Oh, I hated that. The fucking like when they tried to get us to like get hyped for a Christian rock song. Oh my God. It was always the worst thing I'd ever heard.
And there's only 10 songs.
I wanted to start praying to the devil every time they were like, all right, let's get funky for God. Oh my God.
Well, you know what did it for me also was
Yeah.
one time my buddy, this chick sucked my buddy off in the church bathroom. And then like
Yeah.
later that afternoon, we were having like a vacation Bible school and they were
Yeah.
like, tell us how the Lord has touched you this week. And this chick stood up and she was like, the Lord has been so active in my life. I'm like, you just sucked my buddy off in the closet. What are you talking about, babe? I was probably just jealous she wouldn't suck me off. She was beautiful. What did you grow up as? What was...
Like one of those non-denomination. It was like a weird, like it was like a mega church.
Right.
We had like our in-house Christian rock band. We had all the screens. It looked like a small like Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, of
situation.
course.
Yeah.
What do you think that is that we grew up? I think that's like our parents' generation really came up in like a
Yeah.
mega church type environment.
Yeah, I don't know. I split parents. Like my mom never went to that church. It was always my dad. And I think with that, it was more of like a status thing. I think in
Yeah.
Indiana, it was like, well, we got to go to a nice church because we have money. And then my mom, like, stone cold atheist my whole life growing up.
Really?
Now she's like, oh, maybe. Because when you get closer, that's what happens.
It's so true.
It's gonna happen to us.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, maybe he's just up there thinking, what the heck?
The older you get, they're like, maybe God's real and maybe Republicans are right.
Yeah, it happens. I'm sure, but yeah, I just remember like I'd go to that, and then my mom would be like, "That's just not real," because her mom
Interesting.
was like so Jesus-y. Like my grandma, like I think like would make my mom like pack her bags every New Year's because Jesus was gonna like rapture them. And so my mom grew up like kind of being like, let's, pump the brakes a little bit.
Right.
This stuff is crazy. So yeah, I don't know. Did you aside from your dad, did you have any family members who were like, this is bullshit?
No, my dad was definitely the only one who like really.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I didn't even know it at the time. I'm sure like my uncles and aunts didn't
Yeah.
believe in it, but I remember thinking like everyone. I grew up in the South. I think Indiana is pretty similar to the South.
pretty
I thought
much.
everyone in America was living like me.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was going to church. I thought everyone was praying. Like when I went to like the Midwest, I was like, what the fuck's going on out here?
I have a memory of being 7 years old, and it genuinely felt like something out of the history books of Nazi Germany. Because there was in my first grade music class, we had one Jewish girl. I did not know what that meant. I was just like, oh, that's Sarah. She's Jewish. One day she asked, who's Jesus? And the whole class was like, boo! And I just remember yelling, it's God's son, dummy. And I just like have that memory like, oh my God.
Well, when you're a kid though, you don't know. You're like, this bitch is a sinner.
Yeah, this
you know?
bitch is like denying reality, like a real, like in that age, you're like Santa Claus is a real guy. Jesus is a real guy. Spider-Man, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Dude, when we bombed, when we started bombing Iraq, I was like, good, take it to these Muslims. I was like 11. I had no idea.
Like 9 years old. Like sometimes intervention comes at a heavy price. Like we all tried to sound like these level-headed foreign policy guys. These fucking idiots.
I mean, that's what it was like as a kid. Like, I just, you just have no idea what's going on in the world. I mean, I really have no, my parents are amazing people and were great parents and like they really didn't do anything that crazy, but religion is like the big mistake they did make.
Yeah.
And I think they have a lot of guilt over that. But I'm also of the mind that like, I think we do need a little spirituality in our lives.
It's going to be weird to, I've thought about like maybe adopting kids someday, but I wouldn't raise them religious.
Right.
And I wonder what that would even look like.
Right.
Like I remember hating Sunday mornings because of that. Like I had to
Same.
fucking go to church. What am I gonna do? Just be like, hey kids, I feel like I'm gonna overcompensate and be like, all right, it's cartoons all day Sunday.
Yeah, just like give
popcorn,
them pot, let them.
Yeah, but like, how do I give them the sex talk? Because like my parents was like, well, God wants us to like.
Yeah.
Because I think that a lot of it also for the '90s parents, was I think religion made a lot of conversations easier. Like my parents avoided the sex talk for like I think longer than they could have by just
Really?
being like, well, God wanted us to have the baby, so we did.
When did they give you? When did you get it?
My mom gave me the sex talk when we were watching David Tell's Insomniac. Because he kept talking about sex. And I was like, what's sex? And she was like, well, sex is when a man... She like paused and was like, hey, here's the moment. And I like paused and David Tell's face is like,
Well, that is why you're a comedian, bro.
It might be it. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, it's when a man puts his penis in a woman's vagina. And then like, I'd already knew what gay people were.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, yeah, oh, so then what are gay people doing? And she was like,
I got crazy.
Did not care. She's like, anything that'll end this. And it did. I was like, God.
Yeah. Boy, when you first find out, I remember finding out what gay people, like, what gay sex was, and I could not even wrap my, penis and vagina was hard enough. I was like, you're doing what?
Yeah.
I remember thinking I thought a vagina when my mom was like, well, a man inserts his penis into a vagina.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a vagina was like a Pringles can.
Yeah.
And it was just like a gaping.
I remember being way more grossed out when I first saw like what an actual human being vagina looks like. That I feel like there was like 4 or 5, maybe like seeing like, I don't know, like my sister come out of the shower or something.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I guess that's the worst we got to deal with maybe someday. And then you actually see what it fucking looks like, and
it's horrifying.
When you're a teenager, you're like, oh my God. Let's rewind it. Do the gay thing. Butt sounds better than that shit.
Little do you know, it's gonna ruin your life for the next 30 years, Tuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dude, one time, I should not say this on air either, but whatever. One time I guess I've got like a bit of a panty fetish. I don't know how you do.
You get a panty fetish?
Who doesn't? It's like, I don't know if it's a panty fetish, but I do like to kind of like stuff them in my mouth and like,
Whoa. Never tried that.
Oh, I love it. I like collecting them and shit. But one time I snuck into my sister's room and like tried on some of her underwear. I'll cut this out. No one needs
Nope, you got to keep
I'll
this
keep
one
it
in,
I'll
baby.
keep it in. And
yeah.
And I think because I just didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
And now look at me.
Holy shit.
Now look what I've become.
The most I've ever done with that is like I had a pair of pants. I didn't have one. It'd be cool if I did. I don't care.
By all means.
I don't need your permission. But I was with a lady and her panties said Fenty.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, and I told everybody at work. I was like, hey, Fenty. So that was it. I just bragged about a pair of panties once. This girl knows who Rihanna is, huh? How about that?
An ambassador. Let me ask you this: do you have any weird kinks, Gilbert? What's like a weird thing you're into? Are you at all? You also don't have to say it.
I wish I was. I'm honestly a little like bummed out. I just like it when the lady's on top.
Bro, same. I have no weird kinks outside of stuffing a panty in my mouth every now and then.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
When I can't come, women are always like, "What are you into?" I'm like, "I don't know, bro. Clapping ass." Like, I
Yeah.
really don't think that much about it.
I tried lube for the first time.
Oh,
when I was like 20.
Oh,
I think 29.
Oh, I thought you meant like recently.
Yeah. So
How
like
old
a
are
year
you?
ago. I'm 30.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. This was last summer. The girl put a lube on.
And you got him
she
wet, bro.
Touched the old fella. And I remember that might have been the best like sexual discovery of the last like 5 years.
Really?
Was somebody touched me with lube on.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I'd be getting that a lot, because I can't come. They're like trying to stroke me down or whatever.
Does that help you with the lubie?
No.
What?
You gotta lay me down like a plank of wood and jerk me off for 10 to 15 minutes. That's how you make me come.
15?
Yeah, these women you gotta be a real soldier. That's why I'm alone.
Yeah. I bet I'm gonna bet something here. You've probably come from a blowjob under 5 times.
My first few I actually did come from.
Really?
But probably under 5, yeah. I don't know if I have since.
Those take a minute.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing too. You'd think it would be like way easier. To be honest, if you like got rid of vaginas entirely and it was just blowjobs forever, I'm down. Not to be a sick little twisted pervert.
No, I don't agree.
Really?
I've had licking the fingers and then doing that, and that's way better every single time in my life.
Sure, absolutely.
Blowjobs are 3 out of 10.
Interesting.
Nah.
But
What
you
about
like
you?
them once.
What's your freaky thing? You put the panties in. You like the blowjobs.
I mean, I do pretty much anything. You know, you can. I'm really an open book. Like, you can put a fucking toothbrush in my ass. You can
What?
smack me around. Yeah, I really don't care.
Oh, I don't like smacking. You get the stuff up there.
If you want to, yeah. I don't particularly love it. Like, I've definitely had it happen a lot, but like, I'm not
A
like.
lot?
No, like, I mean, I don't know what's a lot.
Shit.
Not like a lot. Like, you know, if you want to do it, I'm not gonna tell you no.
Old dirt road action.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I'm just in there to have a good time. I'm not particular because I can't come, so I'm just there to have fun. I'm not particularly there to like experience ecstasy.
Well, you know, now I think about it, you'd think that would help because it's like a direct line to your prostate.
That's why I'm letting them do it. I'm going, can we get to the bottom of this?
Hey, can we get to the bottom of it? Folks.
Whoa. But
Best podcast. Get to the bottom of this.
Absolutely incredible.
We've just pigged out.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to get up. I feel like we just got 25 minutes of straight pervert shit up top. I do apologize. Gang. I try and get to know the guests a little more in depth than pussy talk, but that's all I know how to talk about.
It's fun. That's the thing. It's fun to do.
I do want to ask you a few more things just about yourself personally, so the listeners know who the hell we're fucking dealing with. Me and Adam, we started in Chicago together. Adam is a stand comedian. You're from Indiana. You were born in Indiana?
Indianapolis, born, Fort Wayne bred, brother.
And you said your parents are divorced?
Yeah, yeah.
When did they split?
When I was like 2.
Did that fuck you up at all?
Probably. Who knows what
when you're
did
2,
it? But probably like a lot of stuff did. But like, it was definitely weird. Like, because my parents weren't very like mature about it, and they just fought with each other all the fucking time.
Classic, yeah.
But I think that's just a different time.
Everyone's divorced.
Yeah, you get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think divorce is actually amazing for my family.
Yeah, really? Your parents get split up?
Yeah, but it was like like I was like 18 and like they clearly hated each
other.
That
rocks.
Yeah, 2 would be tough.
Yeah.
But I guess you don't really know what's going on either.
Dude, yeah. It's weird when you're that young, but you just kind of get like I think I've just grown up going like, okay, like adults can be fucking messy and like you know, petulant, and you've just got to move past that and not be like that when you get older. Yeah.
Well, I also think, dude, it's like no matter how much you love somebody and no matter how well you click, when you bring a child into your life, you're not going to be the same person. You're not going to be the same couple. You know.
Of course, and I love both my parents. Miss my dad every day. But yeah, I've seen both, you know, just at each other's throats, and I know it's because they love me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But divorce kind of allows for them to like really go at it because they don't have to then like go sleep in the same bed and go to the same functions and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tricky, but you get over it. And I love both my parents.
Now, can I ask you this, and we can also absolutely cut this out if you don't want it in there. I would like to ask you about losing your father and what grief is like. Can I ask you about that?
The same podcast. The same podcast.
Skip the 20 minutes of pussies if you don't want to talk about it.
Hey, Fenty panties. And also, nothing is guaranteed.
Well, what did you learn from grief? You know, what was that? Because, you know, again, our big thing on this pod is perseverance and overcoming these moments in your life that like shift you forever. And like, you know, what is that like?
The night my dad died, I got so drunk and sad, I hugged Mikey Manker.
They knew who that was. They know what that meant.
You can bleep that out so I don't get fucking killed with a hot hockey stick. No, it just really destabilizes the region, dude.
Right, yeah. Did you kind of have a feeling of like, oh, I'm the man of the house now? I know that's kind of crazy.
It's Tommy Pickles getting left alone. No, I mean it was just so sudden and weird, and like he died the same way and the same circumstance as his mom.
Wow, that's crazy.
They both died of a heart attack after tennis.
Oh.
Very, very strange, but just very sudden and just weird, you know.
And if you don't want to talk about this, we also don't have to.
No, it's fine. I'm good. It's just like I definitely didn't handle it the best. I drank a lot and just kind of, you know, made some mistakes, but you know, you get through it and you learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah. Did you kind of how long does grief last? Do you feel like you're still processing it?
Yeah, for sure. But like it'll be 5 years in September.
Yeah.
And so it's just different. It's the first like year obviously is like kind of hell. Like it's soul searching, you know. And then after that was COVID.
Oh,
So it was just
fuck.
like COVID happened like 6 months after my dad died.
Oh,
so it was
fucking
just a really weird time. I think I got COVID before it hit. Like I got it in I think Christmas of 2019.
Yeah.
And I actually had to go to the ER because I was like coughing so bad and my chest hurt. And I was like, I think I was 26, and I was like the nurse. I was like, am I having a heart attack? Am I going to die? And I was like crying. I puked in the ER because of it.
Whoa.
And she's like, you're 26. You're not going to have a heart attack. And it was just such a weird feeling. And then, you know, you wake up, you get out of that, and you're like, okay, felt like I was going to die. Dad died a few months ago. And then, boom, COVID shuts down.
Right. And then you got to sit with yourself and be like, what am I? Who am I? What is this?
Yeah.
What is life? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. So you go through these moments, and they really teach you a lot about yourself. And then you hopefully learn from them. Like, I think of when I was... sorry we're getting too deep, but like
No, I
I
love this.
fell in 2021 when I was drunk and broke my jaw. And that didn't even teach me that I shouldn't drink at all.
Right.
What did teach me was drinking with Drago and Asmus at the steakhouse and then going to that bar afterwards. And I was sexting and I fell and hit my head on a toilet.
That'll do it.
And that, I was like, all right, now we're done. It's like 10 o'clock at night.
Well, dude, the reason I like to ask this stuff
Yeah.
is I think the two most common questions we get are like, one, how do you approach a woman in public?
Yeah.
And two, like, I'm going through something. What do you do when you're going? So I try and always ask my guests, like,
Yeah.
because I think everyone in the world has these moments where you're just like, I give up. I want to
Yeah.
quit. Fuck this shit.
Well,
you know?
It's just like you live a real life, and then like people kind of on that surface level, like online and sometimes in real life, but mostly online, like think that you're like, for me, that my size is somehow like something that's going to be like something I've gone through. But then
Yeah.
it's like, I'm an alcoholic and I've fucking like been a comedian for 10 years. Like, okay, yeah, also reaching is gay. Like, it's like the least important thing.
Yeah, to be honest, I never even think about your size.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like it's like an odd, I guess if I was like a stranger, maybe.
Yeah, you get over it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And people like, oh, people want to hear more. It's just boring.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's like, bro, we could be living in Gaza. You
Dude.
know, life could be hell on earth for real.
Yeah.
You know, I've been going through some shit recently, and it's just like, the more I think about my life, the more blessed I realize I am. And it's like, fellas, you just got to keep going no
You
matter
really
what.
do.
And you're going to have a horrible time at some point.
Yeah,
You know?
really, life goes in waves, man. But you know, my favorite part of Popstar, Never Stop Poppin',
Never stop popping.
is they say to him like, everybody, you know, everything goes in waves, but on the down slopes is when you rely on your friends and the, you know, family that you've made in your life. So I've always been super grateful for people like you, and just like, I feel like a lot of people who will ask you questions like, how do I go through this? They don't have the support system that we do as comedians. And it's insane how grateful I am.
Dude,
for
especially as like older men, I know so many guys who go through shit, and like, I'm their only friend that are not comedians. They don't have a community. They just like work at a bank, and they call me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I got like 500 dudes I could call, and we really are lucky to have like a like a group. You know, it's so you got to have like a community of people to like get your back, and yeah.
You gotta have the fellas. What? Okay, wait. People also ask how to approach a woman.
That is that, and guess what, folks? As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into some listener questions. Yet another seamless transition into the questions. Adam, maybe my favorite interview portion yet, what an absolutely incredible start. You're so fucking funny. That was fantastic.
Oh, hush.
And yes, that is our most asked question: is how to approach a woman in public.
Yeah.
And the women I have on always say, leave me the fuck alone.
That's what I feel like I've never
I haven't asked a woman out in person in years.
I have to tell you this. So
Talk to me.
I think our parents, like, that was way more normal. And when I was in college, my dad, kind of a pussy getter, a pussy getting doctor,
A PGD.
a PGD. He kind of got a little bit of squish. And I think he really wanted that for me. So in college, he really wanted me to be a PG.
PGD.
Yeah.
Or just a PGC.
He watched me playing Arkham City at 11 o'clock in the morning once, and he's like, all right, I think we're going to go talk to some women. And we went to this coffee shop one day, and he's like, see that girl by herself, Adam, on the laptop? And I was like, no. And he's like, I'm going to show you, you can do it. And then I'm mortified. I'm sitting at my table just like, oh my God. And I watch my father just walk over and just like, doodly doodly doo. And then he fucking gets the nerve.
Oh, I love that.
He looks down and just goes, what you, and I all I hear is, what you doing there? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's my son over there.
I love that.
And then he just walks back to me and he's like, all right, let's go.
That's fire.
I have no idea what happened, but I just see this woman, laptop shut, looking at us leaving, and I was like, yeah, I'm never going to do that ever in my life.
Dude, to be honest, that's something I wish my dad had always taught me. My dad never did that with me.
By just being, like, bad at it, he taught me to never do that.
Right, yeah.
So, no, I've always just, like, I think I've messaged women or, like, done, like, the apps and stuff, but I feel like I've never...
Well, so the women always say a few different things. They either say, like, it depends on the time and the place, or please just leave me alone.
Yeah.
But the time and the place is always, like, it's an impossible thing to, you know, some women will be like, never on the train. Some women are like, I don't mind if a guy does it on the train. I'm like, I don't know what anybody wants.
What does he look like?
Precisely. You got to be a sexy guy. You got to be really sexy.
Really good looking or just really charming in that moment.
Yeah.
But why do that when you could just, like, I don't know, like, hang out, like, approach a lady at, like, a party or something, or at a bar. I don't know, like, a friend.
I feel like almost every woman I meet is either over the internet or through, I go, hey, who's your friend, and can I, what's her number, can I text her?
Yeah.
That is my move.
I've done a couple DMs.
Oh, a
DMs
couple.
have helped, yeah.
Jesus, I wish you'd a couple. I have been in thousands. That made me feel bad when you said a couple. I was like, oh God, he's saying it like
all right. I used to black out and dimmy people who I still get made fun of for to this day.
Oh, bro, me too. I'd get blackout drunk, hit up Olivia Rodrigo and shit, say, love the new album. I mean, you get 9 tequilas in me, I think I can fuck Rihanna. It's crazy.
Oh, my God.
Incredible. Yeah, so again, like, no one actually wrote in with that exact topic this time, but again, fellas, we still don't know. I am continued to explore and engage with guests to find out what the answer is, and we still don't know. I say go through a friend. If you see her in person, y'all know the drill. Let's get into an actual listener question here. This one's a good one because I feel like it's actually extremely relevant. Shout out to this woman, Nora. Strange name for a young woman, but I'll allow it, Nora.
Nora the Explorer?
It's probably, that would be amazing if it was a... She says, Tucker, I asked my boyfriend for his phone password and he said no, LMAO. I understand boundaries and privacies, but like, what the fuck? We have been together for 2 years and IDK, it just feels suspicious and weird. He's like, I'm being crazy, but I'm like, at this point, what is there to hide except anything bad? Am I being crazy? All my friends say he's up to something and it's making me feel like I'm out of my mind. Love the pod, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal.
I have thoughts.
Go ahead. You go
He's
first.
been trying to cheat for 2 years. He's in every single DM on every app possible. He's commenting on Barstool models. He's commenting, LOL, haha, I live in Chapel Hill, on every single girl comedian's reels. He's been trying and failing, and that's what he doesn't want her to see.
Well, I gotta be honest, that is probably a likely option, but the alternative is he probably is on Instagram if he's not DMing women, he's probably just like looking at big titty bikini models
Yeah.
and has like porn in his search history.
Yeah.
And is like doesn't want you to see that.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to be like he's cheating because to be honest, if I was 2 years into a relationship, I don't want my girl seeing what the fuck I'm looking at because I'm a horned up pervert and I got my dick in my hand 18 hours a day.
Amen.
I'm up to no good.
Yeah, porn free though.
Porn free. Porn free.
Porn free, just jacking off every single
Porn
day.
free when I do my cock in my hand.
Multiple times.
So I'm hesitant to say that he's cheating. To be honest, if he's cheating, you can find out other ways other than the phone.
Yeah.
I would trust your women's intuition.
Yeah.
Do not, whatever you do, listen to your friends because your friends are just going to tell you whatever you want to hear.
Yeah.
And I understand they're your friends, but they play no role here in this situation.
Yeah.
The thing that I want women to understand about men is that we are psychotically horny.
Yeah.
And I know you guys know this, but in a way that is hard to understand.
Yeah. Like I'll definitely open Instagram and show like my girlfriend something, and don't do that.
The Instagram search bar.
Austin Ashley White or whatever, and she'll just be like, okay. Like I feel like every girlfriend does get used to that over time. If you're just like, yeah, I'm a pig, but I'm not gonna actually.
The Instagram search bar has brought down many a man.
Yeah. I feel like that's an acceptable level of pig, though. I have you gotten yelled at for having a piggy Instagram?
I don't let women into my life further enough to where they can yell at me. I pretty much just keep things very surface level and avoid intimacy at all costs. And if they yell at me, I go, you don't know me like that. So, no. I have serious problems and I work through them. I'm working through them every day. Yes, he's not cheating. I don't think he could be cheating.
He's trying.
He's definitely up to no good, but we're all up to no good. If he is cheating, find another way than getting his phone password because that's just going to make him be more weird about it.
Yeah. Also, there'd be more evidence if he was actually succeeding and cheating.
Yeah. Is he like staying an extra shift at work or some shit?
Yeah. Most guys, I think, are just trying to cheat. They're just dumb. Most women don't want to fuck you if you have a girlfriend. It's not Mad Men.
That is so true.
I tried the open relationship when I was 24. No.
Me too.
Everyone was like, no, it's not happening.
If you're a chick, you're like, I'm open. Guys are like, hell yeah. You tell a woman you're open, they're like, ew, you disgusting pervert.
Ew, I don't believe you. One lady was like, send me a signed letter that she's into this because I don't believe you.
It's like the Joe Biden letter. It's like, dear Camilla.
Dear Camilla.
As your weird, whatever the hell he said in that letter, I can't remember.
You're making him really like Abraham Lincoln-ish.
Yeah, Camilla. It's so true. I think most guys who even want to cheat couldn't if they tried.
No.
We are like literal losers. You have to be like a beautiful man to cheat. Or maybe we're just like really good guys.
Yeah, we might be.
Who knows? All right, that's great. I hope that helped. Again, who knows? This is another funny one. This is from my boy, and I'm not going to say his name because he's a wild dog with a girl. So this is a strange question, but
no, it's Dragovich,
brother. He says, Tuck, where we at on condoms? I know your ass isn't using them, LMAO. Feel like no one is. Is that gross? Never had an STD. Keep this anonymous, LMAO.
Wait, condoms for girlfriend or cash?
I'm going to go cash. I don't think anyone...
Okay, condoms for cash.
Really?
Yeah, that's, you don't want it. That's messy.
Well, here's my thing. I say condom at the beginning, and then as you kind of go, you go, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
You know, I've never had an STD.
I neither have I. That fucking knock on something. Yeah. I was seriously looking like, could I get the wood?
There ain't no wood here, brother. I bring you a plank.
No, it never happened. I feel like if it's casual, that if it's monogamous though, why the hell are you using
Yes, certainly not in a relationship. I got to be honest, he is right. No one's using condoms. Everyone is pretending. You go, do you want me to put that on? They go, take it. It's all
for cash?
Maybe I'm a pig. Again, this could be me being a pig. But yeah, for the most part, most people are like, I do not give a fuck. It's also, I live in New York, and New York is full of whores and sex maniacs who do not respect themselves. So maybe I'm a bad sample size. You know? I don't know.
I don't... Wait, are we talking condom for like full penetrative sex? Not like
Definitely.
somebody blowing you with a condom. 'Cause I would absolutely.
Have you ever gotten a blowjob with a condom?
No, but I've heard about it, and it just seems like a thing people do.
That would
and
be crazy.
that feels like no. But I think for full penetration, yeah, I think condom for cash.
Yeah, it is smart. If you're like me, the answer is no. But I wear them at the beginning. Make no mistake. I'm a good guy. Hope that helped, brother. That guy has a girlfriend, so I hope she's not watching this. I don't know why the hell he's asking me that, but whatever.
She's not watching. Women are watching.
That's absolutely the truth. We have a few female listeners. They do be writing in. Yeah, every week I go, please, ladies. We got a couple that I think are just want to see feet or something. I think they're sexual perverts as well.
Damn.
All right, here's another funny one.
Yeah.
This guy says, Tuck, what are your thoughts on the assassination attempt and how soon is too soon to bring it up on a date?
Okay, tell me if you do that. Do you ever do a grenade if the date is like you don't care anymore?
Oh, yeah.
I did a very fun one earlier this year. I was out with a lady and I just was like, I don't like any of this. And she brought up Louis C.K. And she's like, I know he did some bad stuff, but I still like him. And I was like, was it even really that bad? Just see how it went. And she kind of let me sit in it for a little bit, and it felt amazing.
It's so nice to pull the pin and go, dive on that one, babe.
Yeah, well, if you asked, it's not that bad.
That's when the dates get fun, when you're like, all right, I'm about to get buck wild now. See how far I can take this rodeo.
Just bring up Israel. Fuck it. Who gives a shit?
I did that with a woman recently. We were on a date and I wasn't saying anything, and she was like, what's going on? And I was like, just thinking about the Middle East. She was like, oh God.
Thinking about my nuanced take on Netanyahu.
Yeah. Well, it's so true. You got to fake it. You fake it so much on dates.
Yeah.
It's nice every now and then to just be like, you know what? I got a couple opinions about guns I'd like to share. How soon is too soon to bring it up on a date? To be honest, bro, if that's your steez, let it fly. You'll find out if she likes you really fast. And if you're asking me this question, I got a feeling you got a couple wild opinions on the thing.
Let me tell you something. The women don't love Trump. And if they do, you don't want that one.
Some of them do. Some of them.
I do not want to fuck a Trump supporter at all.
I've done it.
You have?
Oh, boy, have I.
What?
I have no couth.
I don't think I've ever fucked a Trump supporter. What was that like? Because I do not see it being good.
Well, you got to remember, I'm from North Carolina, and when I go home, everyone is a Trump supporter. There's a woman from back home who shall remain anonymous. God bless you. She wasn't like openly, like if you asked her.
Yeah.
She wasn't. Yeah. We weren't fucking in like a "Make America Great Again" hat, but she certainly had a. She certainly has posted on Instagram about it. I'll tell you that much.
Whoa.
I'm a pig.
That's bananas. Well, I mean, I guess if it's important enough to you to think about it, then why not bring it up? Also, everybody's already forgotten about it because they're kind of just sick of him now.
Dude, I was literally thinking about this today. Culture moves so fast.
Yeah.
The president almost got his head blown off, and I don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah, he got blown. It was some dipshit teenager. Like, it had nothing to do with politics.
Yeah. And this is how you bring it up on the date.
Yeah.
you go, here, let me give my take. Yeah, I mean, it's truly wild.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how, like, Abraham Lincoln got killed, and they pulled his corpse through on a train for the entire coast of the entire country, all the way to D.C.
Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, it took like 3 weeks because there were so many people in the way of the train. Here you get shot at, nobody thinks about it.
His body probably smelled so bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Back when they didn't have the real...
Dude.
Oh.
It's nuts that back then, like, he got domed, point blank, and he didn't die for like a day and a half.
Crazy, because they just didn't have the military industrial complex back then.
That wouldn't happen in Charlotte today.
Yeah.
His fucking head would explode.
Yeah, you get domed up now. There ain't no dome left, I'll tell you that much. All right, we got a lot of horny guys writing in this week. Final question here. Fellas, what's going on? Everyone's in heat. I love to see it, though.
Get him going.
This guy says, hey, Tuck, you fuck with period sex? Pod rips, keep it up.
Yeah. Love period sex.
Me too. Everybody's all horned up.
Do you ascribe to the belief that you can bust if it's period sex?
Inside? Do I subscribe to the belief? I would love to. Again, I have an issue, but yeah, I have no problem.
Because I do.
Yeah, bro, by all means.
That's like every
You're
time
gonna
you're
be
like
a
with a
father.
girlfriend and she's on her period, she's like excited. She's like, "Oh fuck!" Like
Yeah,
You
you're
don't
gonna
have
be a
to
dad
work.
any day now. I have bad news for you.
Is that true? Does that?
I
you
have
can
no
just-
clue how that works.
Fuck.
I have no idea if it's good or bad. I literally don't know how the female body works.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. Maybe it is complete bullshit. I think Sarah Edelman did tell me it was bullshit, but
She is the one that's a scientist.
yeah. it
Yeah,
rocks.
fellas, this is actually a little PSA from me. If you are not having sex with a woman on her period, you have something wrong with you. Figure that shit out. And to be
Yeah.
honest with you, boys, get to munching on the period. I'll even
Yeah.
do that. Leave the tampon in and be a fucking dog about
Who
it.
gives a shit? Yeah, they don't bleed for like one day, and then yeah, we're so stupid. They bleed for like 5 minutes, and then
I said that. I said, sure.
go munching. Go munching. This sex is great. Just put down a towel.
And bro, you come up with a little blood on your face. Now you look like Tarzan. You're the
Yeah.
king of the jungle.
Like a man.
Yeah, be a fucking man. I don't want any of this
Yeah.
fucking I don't do that DJ Khaled ass bullshit.
Yeah.
We are gorillas, boys.
And
Get
bust
out there.
away.
Yeah, and
Bust in there. She can't get pregnant on her period. I don't think.
And I would like to apologize to my mother who does watch these.
That's how you were born, dude.
Yeah.
You're totally a period baby.
Oh, yeah. Well, what an absolutely horny episode. Can I be honest? I love talking about sex, and I could do it until the day I fucking die. This was an absolute heater, Gilbert. You're the fucking goat. That was such a blast. Give me a
You had
little
fun?
give me a
Good.
nug.
Good. We had a good time.
Tell these motherfucking people, we'll put it all right here. Give your little, your websites, your socials, your dates, anything you got
I don't
coming
have a
up.
website. Do you have a website?
I do, but no one who comes on the show has. I'm realizing
have a
more and more I'm
website.
outdated.
This is Instagram and TikTok.
Nobody goes
The
to my
kids
website.
love the TikTok.
The kid's popping off. You're fucking, you're a legend on the internet.
We love the TikTok, folks.
You know what I've been saying to myself for a while now? Banana. That bit is so funny. I've been saying banana out loud for so long now.
It is. It's too much fun. It's so hacky, but I love it so much.
It's so funny though. What is it's Adam Gilbert comedy?
I think it's Adam G comedy on everything.
It's at Adam G comedy. You can see this kid all over the place. Check him out. So fucking funny. Anything else you want to tell the people out there? Actually, we have one more question. I try and ask this. I always forget at the end of every episode.
What do we got?
You got to tell me one thing you want everyone to know. One thing you've learned in life that you think everyone should know.
Shit.
And you don't have to have a good one. It can be like take the Oreos apart before you eat the whole cookie.
Dude, I'm really gonna not stick this landing. I really don't know what to say. Dip your cookies in coffee. This would be a sweet treat. And
Say no more.
bust inside if they're on their period.
And then the absolute goat himself. What a heater of an episode. I love it. I love women. Shout out. You know the drill, folks. Shout out to all the theys, thems, queers, women, black, Arabs, Jews, everyone but the Zionist. Free Palestine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for listening, and we will see you next week.